Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Community Secret, a show we host here at Localtude every Wednesday at 11:30 Pacific Time. Here at Localtude, we believe that the world is full of people excited and ready to shop local, buy small business, do all of the things that matter. But we also know it's not always easy to do those things. So it is time that we start talking about the how. And I really welcome you next week to join us on the same show at this same time because we have a special little treat for you. All right, I'm your host, Christina Safford, community whisperer, and I know the secret to small business success and the secret to communities thriving. Okay. It's not a secret, but it's the reality is that the secret to both of those things is the same thing. It's when people come together to help each other and put those efforts all in one bucket and support each other. All right. I am committed to helping you find easy ways to actually be able to support the small businesses in your local area and online. I'm on a yoga ball today, and so I'm bouncy. Who else sits on a yoga ball? All right. Today we are going to talk about how buying, and we've been talking about it, but we're going to continue talking about how buying local is kind of like a game show for your brain. And this is just something I'm throwing out there as kind of a tip to help you remember the things you can do when you're finding it hard to support local businesses just because it's not top of mind or easy or any of those things. Sometimes we need a little trick for our brain. And so we're making a game show out of it. And we're inviting you to tune into the hottest show in town, which is all about supporting small businesses. You hear it everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. So are we. But we're talking about it in a little bit of a different way because we're talking about the how. How do you do it? Not just that you should, but we're giving you the resources to actually pull it off. Yay! And we're shifting the winners from corporations who profit on small businesses all the time and from all of our purchases into communities, because when people buy local, communities win, economies win, all of the people in the town win, and that's what we want after all, right? All right. So it is up to you and I to change that age-old, kind of habit we have of saying we want to do something, but finding it difficult to do it. We say we want to support local and we say we want to support small businesses, but we know 100% that it's up to us, but we don't always remember to do it. Who's with me? Raise your hand. If you're here on replay, welcome. Raise your hand in the comments anyway. All right. So we are inviting you to challenge your brain to a trivia game today, okay? And the way we're doing that is we're challenging our brains to stretch a little bit, right? They are like muscles, and if we stretch them, they get more flexible. And when they get more flexible, they think outside the box of what we're used to, And just like you would get more flexibility if every day you tried to do the splits, you would get a little further every day. So that's the idea here is we are stretching the brain a little bit to learn some flexibility in our spending habits. And by doing that, we're challenging our brain to this like trivia challenge. And every time we do that, we get a little further down the split, right? All right. So we're thinking outside the box. And you've heard me say some of these things before, but I'm going to say them again and go into a little more detail because I think these are really great tools and really great things that we can train our brain to do. Then we're golden, right? So one of the things that we can do when we're training our brain to think outside the box in a different kind of way is we always think about going out and buying something, right? I want you to challenge yourself this week to pre-order at least one thing from a small local business. What do you mean pre-order, Christina? Like, I don't get it. Well, think about it. A new product is coming out and you saw it on social media. Well, call them up and pre-order it. Buy it right away. You could do supplies that you know you're going to need in the future, but you buy them now, and when when the date for pickup arrives, they might even deliver them to you because you pre-ordered. A future service, you go and you get a haircut or a massage. Well, pay for the future service now. That's going to help keep businesses functioning right now, and they're going to be very grateful to you. So they're going to be more than happy to give you that service later, right? You can also pre-order for the next customer in line. How many of you have ever been through a coffee shop, posted in the comments, or anywhere, the grocery store, whatever, and you're in line and you get up there and somebody's already paid for something for you? It might just be a cup of coffee or your whole purchase, or a toy for your kid, or whatever it was. Post it in the comments. What was it for you? We've all had that experience or given that experience, but it kind of fell off. I don't know why, but it did. And that's kind of like a pre-order. We're pre-ordering for the next customer in line. So remember, when we're talking about pre-ordering, we're talking about purchasing something ahead of time. It could even be, let's say you and the guys all get together and have around Friday after work, or let's say you and the ladies all hang and you always order the same bottle of wine and whatever it is you always do. Go ahead and pre-order it for the next week. Not only will you surprise your friends, buying around ahead of time, but you'll also really give the small business a little hand up this week when they most need it. Okay? So that's pre-ordering. That's one of the challenges I really want you to find a way to implement this week. Pre-order something, and then let me know what it is. Jump on whichever channel you're watching this from, and leave me a comment. What did you pre-order? How did it go? What was the business's reaction? Good or bad? Like, let's think about this in a way and share our experiences with each other so we really can help small businesses rise. Okay. Now, another thing that is a pre-order, but also a really supportive move. We're talking about trivia challenges for the brain. So different creative ways to support small businesses. Businesses online, businesses in person, no matter where you are, have events, right? And have you ever seen an event from a small business and gone, oh, that would be great. I'm not sure I'm available, or I'm not sure I'm interested. I'm going to tag it. I'll save it for later. Buying a ticket to that event, or sharing that event, or, whatever it is you're going to do, but donating to that event. There's lots of different ways to support the events that small businesses are putting out there and trying to engage with their communities on. So engage with them, because really what they're looking for is to be seen in the market. And I think that's one of the things that gets lost, is events are still one of those things that a small business owner can have seen on social media or can create some buzz around. And what they really, really need, they need the ticket sales, right? They need people to show up, that's for sure. But what they really are looking for, 80% of the time, is engagement. Okay, so engage with them. That is a great way for your brain to still support small businesses, even if you don't have the dollars this week, or even if you don't have, the time to actually go out to the event, or you're busy or whatever. You can still engage, and every engagement matters. So support your small businesses through engagement with their events, or supporting them by buying a ticket, or buy a ticket for a friend who loves that kind of thing. It might be a beer festival and you might hate beer. I know, weird, but you have a friend who loves beer, so buy them a ticket. All right, there's lots of different ways to engage with small businesses with events. And so the last challenge I'm going to give your brain in this little trivia challenge we've got going today is, I want you this week, along with pre-ordering something, or instead of pre-ordering something, I want you to do a 2-for-1, but you're going to have to spark it. Okay. And what I mean by that is we're teaching both small business owners how to engage with their communities and consumers how to support small businesses. So I'm asking you to do a little of the work here this week. Okay. I know, I'm asking you to work. Come on, Christina. Why? Because it matters. It matters. And we have to take action if anything's going to change. So the action I'm asking you to take is not that hard. Okay. Do a 2-for-1, but you have to think of it. I mean, great. If the business is promoting a 2-for-1, fabulous. Do that. But what I'm asking you to do is think outside the box today. So in thinking outside the box to support small businesses, I want you to think, what can you buy 2 of instead of just 1 of? And I want to hear from you on what it was that you did. Those on the replay, that's fine. Those here live, that's fine. Come back and tell me what it is you bought 2 of, because you might buy 2 and gift 1. You might just buy 2 because they're so freaking cool you have to have 2 or 3. But remember that every holiday, and we've got them coming up. I know, I don't want to talk about it either, but we've got every birthday, every holiday, every season, every occasion, graduations, weddings. They are all, every single one of those things that comes around every single year is an opportunity to support a small business. And we are stretching our brains, remember, we're exercising them so that they get more elastic, and we're creating new synapses in our brain of different pathways we can start to support small businesses in. And this is one of those opportunities. So if you see something you love, buy 2, buy 1, gift 1. Okay. Every opportunity during the year, special occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, you name it, wear purple day, happy dog day. I mean, there's a whole list of things that you could buy a gift for now and even hold on to until that time comes. So if you find something you love, buy 2 of them and gift 1. If you just had the most amazing hamburger in the world from this little place on the corner, then oh my gosh, go ahead and either pre-order it or get a gift certificate for another visit, or buy one for a friend, get a voucher. There's all sorts of ways to do this. If you find this beautiful plant and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to have this for my house this winter because the sun's about to go away. I know. And I need plants in my house. Well, buy 2 of them and find a friend who needs one too. Okay. Gift it. So I have challenged your brain to stretch this week. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, because we have to start doing this. We have to start taking action, and we have to start practicing, and we have to start, working on that elasticity for our brain to think outside the box to support small businesses. We know it's hard to support small. It's not always top of mind. It's not always inexpensive. It's not always the most convenient thing. But if we could start to create new pathways, it's going to become easier. So I am asking you this week to practice, okay, to stretch, to become more elastic, and to think outside the box. And I've given you 3 ways to do that this week. I hope that you will come back and tell me about them. Remember, you can pre-order something, whatever it may be. You can support a small business with an event they have, whether through engagement or ticket sales. And you can buy 2 and gift 1 of something you already love or that you come across this week that you just have to have. So somebody else has to have it too. Make sure you get one for them too. All right. The new era for small businesses is now. Everybody's talking about it. It is time to shift the focus off of corporations and into communities so that everybody can thrive. This is the time. This is now. This is when we have to start taking action. That starts with you and I taking the first step. All right. I am so glad you're here with me. I welcome you to the Local Tooth family. I love that you are a part of this conversation. I love that you're here at the noontime with me and being a part of the conversation we're starting in the world. Tell another community-minded friend you know, or a small business owner that really needs to get on this app we're about to launch, because it's super easy for them to do that. And if they get in now, cha-ching, they get a huge savings. So make sure you tell your favorite small business owners about the Local Toot app that is coming very soon. And we are going to give you a great tool to start supporting small businesses in your area. And until then, we're making sure to give you tips and tricks and ways to stretch that brain of yours to start shopping local. Okay? We are loving our community here. We love that you are here with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for being passionate about shopping local and supporting your community. Thank you from the bottom of my heart and from the heart of all of those wonderful entrepreneurs out there in your community. If you'd like information on what we're doing, jump on over to localtooth.com or any of our social media channels. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao. Have a great, great afternoon. Ciao.